going to New York in September. Filming in public is terrifying. Well, actually, I'm going to aim higher. I'm going to aim for Waitrose. So I went out, spent £300 on a bike, rode the bike once. Good morning and welcome back to the vlog. Today is Friday, it is heatwave time in the UK and I am just getting ready to go to work. Today's plan, I've woke up and if anybody has any top tips for like not being half asleep all the time, I don't know if it's because of the heatwave or what, but like I am just really struggling with motivation in life in general. Like I used to be really good at working out like most days, really consistent, getting up early, like 5:30, 6. And yeah, I just kind of struggle to get out of bed nowadays. I've worked out like once in the past 2 weeks, which for me is like unheard of. I've literally been so consistent with working out for like my entire life. I've put my SPF on. This is the only one I ever use because it doesn't break me out. As far as where it doesn't anyway, I don't think it does. Energy levels are just kind of at an all-time low. So I'm hoping it's just because of the heat, but I don't know, it's been going on for a while now, so I'm a bit concerned. And like I know that when I do these things like working out that they're like good for me, you know. But I don't know, maybe it's just getting into the habit. Maybe I just need to like mind game myself into actually looking after myself, basically. Because I don't have a gym membership because I'm too tired for paid to pay for one. I mean, like I would like to have one because there is a gym like 2 minutes down the road from me, but it's like £60 a month, and I spend so much of my money on like holidays, as you know, and other things. So yeah, I have to be so careful as to like what I spend all my other money on because then I wouldn't be able to afford to go on nice holidays. Speaking of nice holidays, I'm going to New York in September, and oh my god, I'm going with my husband. I am so unbelievably excited. So we actually started doing planning for New York last night. So if anybody's been, let me know, like your top tips. We have actually got like an amazing deal on the flights. We used our American Express points to pay for them. So if anybody would like more details on how we did that, because I feel like with flights, people think that you need like tens of thousands of points. We use 2,800 points each to pay for these flights, which if you have an Amex, like it's not hard to build up that amount of points with like just normal everyday spending. Like you don't have to be a rich person, you don't have to be going out and buying loads of things to build up like that amount of points. It's really achievable. So yeah, we bought the flights for 2,800 points because Virgin do this like reward seats thing where they've just got like really heavily discounted points flights. And you just convert the Amex points into Virgin points, and that's basically how it works. And then also you had to pay like the flight taxes on top of that, which was £280. But yeah, like oh my god, what a bargain! And then we actually got a really good deal on a hotel as well. So hotels in New York are just like extortionate. Like, so we're going Monday to Friday, and for like a bog standard average hotel, it was like £1,500, £2,000. Wow. Yeah, I suppose I'm just like so used to Thailand prices where obviously everything was really, really cheap. But yeah, so we paid £700 for our hotel. Well, it's like an apartment, really. It's like a self-catering apartment type of thing. But it's like, I think it's obviously it's tiny. It's nothing fancy. I think it's very, very basic. But the good thing about that is that I've actually now got quite a healthy budget when it comes to my spending money, because I think this is going to be like, I mean, maybe we'll love it and we'll go back again and again, I don't know, but this could be like the one and only time I'm ever going to get to go to New York in my entire life. So I really want to like make the most of it and do things and not have to go and like worry about, oh, I can't buy that coffee because I've already had one today and it's too expensive, etc., etc. And obviously if you're traveling on a budget, sometimes you do have to do that, but if I can like build up as much spending money budget as I possibly can, then you know I can have 2 coffees in a day, or like, you know, dessert, and like again just not have to worry about things. So out of all the things that we've booked to do so far, we have booked to go to a Yankees game, which was $11, like so cheap, unbelievable. I mean, obviously you're like sat right at the back, but I don't care because the stadium is huge, you know, you can't even see anything anyway, so whatever. And then we are also going to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on Broadway. And that is so exciting because, yeah, Tom Felton's in it. He's playing like the adult Draco Malfoy, I assume. I've never seen the play before. But I remember I always wanted to go see it in England, but I always remember every time I looked at the tickets, they were like £200 for whatever reason. And we paid $70. Again, we literally sat at the back, but like it is what it is, we're still in the room, aren't we? I think again that's like what, £50, £55. I think that's so good for a play like on Broadway, especially with Tom Felton being in it as well, because I think obviously that's driven demand up a little bit. So we want to go to a viewing platform, but we're just not sure which one to go to at the moment, whether we do like Top of the Rock, or I'm looking for like other viewing areas to maybe just like kind of skip it out altogether. I'm unsure what to do really. We need to look at how much money we've got left in the budget and decide, because I want to be buying a lot of food out there, and yeah, I want to be doing like maybe treat myself to a Target haul if things get really wild. You never know. You never know. I could have that much money. So back to today's plan. We are going to work. Again, it's so hot, and the problem I've got is I've got to do. Normally, I walk to work, which walking to work in this heat has been fine, but walking back from work in this heat has definitely not been fine. Yeah, I've had to have like my little sun hat on, look like I'm going on safari and stuff. But needs must. Today we're actually driving to work because I work across like multiple offices basically, and this one's a bit far away. So I have no aircon in my car. Great. Yeah, I've known about this for quite a while, but like because it's going to cost quite a lot of money to get fixed because they need to like regas the car or something. I've just been putting it off. Like obviously there's no point doing it during the winter because it need aircon, but yeah, I've just been putting it off, and I'm just like, well, it's too late now to. So I'm like, well, is this the only heat wave of the year? And I can just put it off again until next year. I don't know. So I'm going to finish getting ready, and then it'll be time for breakfast. Okay, welcome to the breakfast portion of this vlog. Where is... Oh, there it is. Okay. This coffee is also so good. I did want to have an iced coffee this morning, but I'm going to call out my husband yet again because we have like reusable ice cubes, and over the years we've like lost half of them basically, so we've only got like 6 left, and he has put all of the 6 ice cubes in his coffee, so now there is no ice. Damn it. Can I like recycle his ice cubes? Has he finished his iced coffee? He has. I'm going to try and recycle his ice cubes. Let's finish off making breakfast, and then I'm going to go out to the balcony and sit, enjoy the sun, before it gets too hot, of course, and read my book. Oh, and breakfast, for anybody who actually cares, is raspberries with yoghurt and Weetabix and a little bit of honey. Time to go to work. I have all of my lunch packed up. I've got grapes, a kiwi, a homemade salad, and some boiled eggs, and some almonds. I've got my sunglasses, I've got my sun hat because I'm going to go for a walk at lunchtime, so I've also packed some sun cream as well. Yeah, I'm taking this heat wave very seriously, as you can see.
Just before bed, and when I stopped, because we've been doing it for so long,
Okay, so I'm in Marks and Spencer's. Filming in public is terrifying, by the way, hence why I look like I'm on America's Most Wanted. But yes, I've come to the alcohol section. Not because I want alcohol, but just because it's the quietest. Because the fridge section was really busy. So yes, I've got the strawberry sandwich. I get one of these every summer. I mean, I say every summer, like they only started doing them last year, so it's only really a tradition from last year. But yeah, every summer I just buy one, just to treat myself. And yeah, I'm not in the habit of kind of just going in and buying loads of stuff from Marks and Spencer's all the time, because that's how you burn through money. But yeah, once a year I have my strawberry sandwich, so that's what I'm doing today. And I'm going to save it for dinner, because obviously I bought my packed lunch to work, so I don't want to eat my strawberry sandwich for lunch as well when I could just save it and have it for dinner. Is that weird, having a strawberry sandwich for dinner? Probably, but I don't care. And why is it in Marks and Spencer's, like, the packaging is just so aesthetic, and it just makes you think that you want everything, basically. Like, look at these granolas. They have the most aesthetic packaging ever. Like, I just want that, I don't need it, but I want it. With food shopping, to get it on a budget, it's not necessarily like the shop that you go to. Obviously, given some are more expensive than others, but it's more like what you buy. So obviously I shop at Sainsbury's, which like isn't the cheapest, but then because of like the ingredients that I buy, it's just really cheap. So yeah, maybe I'll give Marks and Spencer's a go at one time and just like see, out of curiosity, if it's actually any cheaper, because I feel like when you just buy basic ingredients, like they are quite good value here, to be honest. So like obviously the coconut milk is like, you know, £1.10, which is pretty comparable to what you would get in Sainsbury's, really. And like, again, the cleaning products, like it's like £2 for like kitchen surface cleaner. Like depending on what you get, it's either really expensive or it's not that expensive. But I do just want to show you the freezer section, which I'm trying really hard to not buy anything out of. But all these ice creams, they've got like roasted pistachio, which is £4.50. Olive, well, they did have olive oil ice cream, it was there, but it's sold out. Cherry frozen yogurt, oh my god, that looks so good. And then like the little chocolate bites up there. Yeah, I've now moved because there was loads of people around and it was just becoming like next level chaotic. And it's like I'm not just standing there in general public with loads of people around me talking to a camera like an absolute weirdo. But you know, hopefully I saw the ice creams that I was trying to show you. Please select your payment mode. Oh. Okay, time to go back home. And actually, I completely forgot that I'm going out with a friend tonight. So, yeah, it is hot, and I'm very glad that I parked in the shade. So I'm back home, and I've got my strawberry sandwich, and I'm having it for dinner. Very exciting. So I'm just showing it to the gentleman of the household. What are your thoughts?
I don't know what on earth is that.
You don't know what it is?
No,
Well, it's
I don't know
sandwich
what
with
it is.
sandwich with strawberries in it.
I know it's a sandwich with strawberries, but why are strawberries in the sandwich?
Because Marks and Spencer's are very creative.
Is that Marks and Spencer's way of being like
Nah.
Jaguar?
Yeah, probably.
I see, very well.
But then it went very wrong for them, didn't it? So.
Well, it did go wrong for Jaguar.
Yeah.
So, I'll be
No,
curious
these
to
are
see
very
how this is
popular.
gonna go.
Yeah, they've also launched a pistachio one. So it's got chocolate bread
Okay.
and like pistachio cream and strawberries, but they didn't have any of those. But then my colleague who went in there yesterday, the same Marks and Spencer, said there was loads in there yesterday. And I was like, well, that's no good for me because I wasn't in there yesterday. So when I go back next week, I'm going to have to go back in there again and try and find one of the pistachio ones and just hope.
Very well.
But for now,
Very well.
the normal strawberry ones.
Well, enjoy.
Oh well. Do you want to try?
Sure.
Have a bite. You can't have too much of it though, because obviously I want it. So you can only have a bite.
Very thick crust.
I mean, I think the bread could be sweeter with this. That's my only like gripe. I feel like it's not quite sweet enough. Plan for tonight is, again, we are still in like peak heatwave season. I feel like it's kind of getting towards the end of the heatwave now, but I am going to see my friend who I used to work with, and obviously then she left and like got a job at another company, but then we still remain friends. I don't actually know where we're going. Not in the sun, because I don't fancy giving myself intense sunstroke. I'm going to eat, enjoy my sandwich, probably do a little bit of reading as well, and then figure out what my evening plans are. Okay, suddenly running really late because I just got so consumed in my editing and then looked at my phone and then realised I had 3 messages from my friend being like, where are you? Obviously not anywhere nearby. So yeah, no, not that late. Like, I think she's not anywhere waiting for me, but she was just like, you ready to go? Whatever. So I am going to change my outfit. My shorts and my waistcoat. Now, I'm the type of person who wants to like throw away her entire wardrobe and start again. And like hire a stylist, but have I got money for that? No. So yeah, this is one of my better outfits. So let's get changed. Okay, I'm changed and I'm just like throwing a load of perfume on. I don't even think these spray sun creams are actually that good, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to be sat in the sun anyway. Right. Bag. When I Christmas temped in retail to like pay for all my holidays, it was a large yellow retail brand that stocks a mixture of higher end high street and designer goods. And they had a 50% off day, so I brought this 50% off. And yeah, it's my kind of like one remaining memory of when I worked 50 hours a week, 7 days a week. over Christmas, and I was absolutely knackered. But you know, I got a holiday out to Thailand out of it, plus it's back, so it was worth it. Right, time to go. I need my sunglasses, I need my phone, and where are my sunglasses? Should I do big sunglasses or little sunglasses? Walking to meet my friend, and yeah, the sun is still like super strong, like next level strong. And again, I'm finding vlogging in public very awkward. But yeah, we're just gonna go get a couple of glasses of wine. I've had a very weird dinner of some Weetabix and that strawberry sandwich from Marks and Spencer's, which is probably not the best before having a couple of wines, but we'll see how that turns out. So yeah, I'm just going to the local pub, one that I've not been to before actually. But yeah, that's what I like about living in the city centre, is that there's always like new places. Like you can just never get through all of the places for drinks and food and things. So we always just get to go to new places, which is very exciting.
Hello.
Hi. Good morning, it is Saturday. I've recovered after my couple of wines from last night, and yeah, the plan today is to just try and be a bit productive. The only thing that I could really bring myself to do this morning was like 20 minutes of yoga, which obviously it made me feel better, didn't it? Like, who'd have thought it? Like, I know exercise is good for me, I know it's gonna make me feel better, but the motivation to just start isn't there. So I feel like I need to just start by saying, right, I'll just do like 10 minutes, you know, and just to get myself back into the routine. And then once I'm back into the routine of doing 10 minutes, then build up and then start doing like half an hour, you know, etc., of like weights or whatever it may be. So yeah, I'm gonna get there. One of my favourite books of all time is Atomic Habits, so I think I might have like a little flick through that later on, because, just to like remind myself of how I just need to, you know, just start basically. Starting off just doing 10 minutes is a good strategy. Right, it's time for breakfast anyway, and the exact same breakfast that I have every single day, which is Weetabix, yogurts and fruit. And I feel like I actually forgot, we had our weekly food shop arrive this morning. It cost £60 and we actually got so much stuff. So yeah, I was actually really proud of myself for being like quite far under budget as well. And I also got some pistachio magnums in that budget. So yeah, well done me. I've definitely learned to be very strategic with my food shop over the years. But I also actually did forget to get Weetabix as part of it, even though it's the only thing I've been eating for breakfast every single day. Although one of my lifelong dreams is to be able to just go shopping in M&S and like buy whatever I want. Or actually, I'm going to aim higher. I'm going to aim for Waitrose, because you know M&S can actually be pretty good value, to be honest. Like if you buy like the basic ingredients, it's actually really not that expensive. Right, I'm going to also make my coffee. Oh, I've done it again. Okay, if you don't have an AeroPress, it's going to be like really hard to explain what I mean, but I've put the coffee in the AeroPress like the wrong way around, so now I can't get the coffee out of the AeroPress. Damn it. Oh, that's all the grinds. And I did think when I was putting it together that like something wasn't right, and well, yeah, obviously something wasn't right. I did the whole thing back to front. Okay, right, I've cleaned up all of the coffee mess. I've got this syrup, which is so good. I didn't buy it, I actually stole it. Well, I stole it I stole it with permission from work, because it was left over from an event, and I was like, can I have that? And they were like, yeah, sure. So I was like, well, obviously I'm not going to turn down really nice, expensive, fancy coffee syrup. Okay, what's that? Aesthetic? Who knows? I also, one of the worst financial purchases I ever made, when I moved into the city centre, I was like, I'm going to get a bike because I'm going to ride my bike to work. So I went out, spent £300 on a bike, rode the bike once, and I literally hated it. That bike for about 8 months has been sat in the garage where I live. collecting dust basically. So today I'm going to get that bike out and I'm going to list it on Facebook Marketplace and I'm going to get rid of it. So yeah, obviously I'm not going to get anywhere near what I paid for it, but even if I get like £50-100, it's still better than nothing. So yeah, fingers crossed. The fact that there's £300 of my good money that I spend on that bike that I'm never going to get back. I tried to return it, they wouldn't let me return it. They had like, it was just, which they didn't really make clear, the bike people, but yeah, there were like no returns ever, and I was just like, what? And I literally only used it once, it was like brand new, and oh god. But yeah, we live and learn, don't we? So I also have an entire bin bag full of clothes that I've been meaning to list on Vinted for again about 2 months, and they've just been sat there and I've not done it because I just find it really like time consuming. Right, it's time for breakfast. Hello, welcome back. I did not film any of my breakfast because I was too busy just like chatting away to my husband. Let's get started with stuff that actually needs to be done.
Worn boots, had jump split. Now
I actually really need to go to the shops today because I've just run out of like so many toiletry products. I kind of want to go through like a bit of a glow up. This links to kind of how easy we can get influenced by TikTok because like I think my makeup is just really like flat and meh, and then I keep seeing these like full beat makeup routines that come up on my For You page, and like I get that like these girls are like under good lighting, etc. But their makeup just looks so flawless and they look so good, and I just kind of want to get those kind of glowy vibes. I mean, I do feel like I've glowed up a lot in the past couple of years. Like, I mean, if I'm brave enough, I'll insert like an old photo of me when I was 21. It's pretty horrendous to look at, to be honest. Like, again, my skin is cleared up. Like, I do actually like taking care of myself, and like, again, well, I mean, she says, look at this. Like taking pride in my appearance basically, and you know, putting a bit of effort in because it does make you feel a lot better basically. If you actually think that you look somewhat put together. I mean, like I said, I'm in desperate need of a haircut as well, so I need to book a haircut today for next week. I'll see if I can like go after work or something. I just need to trim, nothing dramatic. Again, I'm still procrastinating. Let's carry on putting some stuff off of Vinted, and then we can go to the shops to get whatever I need and sort out my library book. Oh my god, I've got one thing left to post. Yay! And that's these like old Sue trousers that I just never wear anymore. Grand total of £6. I'm rich. 6 whole pounds. Wow, I don't literally, I mean, I can buy like a coffee for that nowadays, in this day and age, you know. Let's make a list of everything that I need to get from the shop so then I can stick to my list and not deviate it. I need a new nighttime moisturiser because I've used mine up. I used this Ink List one and yeah, it was so good, like it was amazing. So I think I'm just going to rebuy the same one. And I also need a setting spray. Oh, I need some new body wash as well because I've just used up the last of that. You don't need multiples of things, you know. I mean, if like beauty products is all you spend money on, then like go ahead, but because I spend all of my money on holidays, I need to be strict in all other areas of my life. So I basically buy something, use it up, and then buy another one once it's empty, essentially. Let me package all of these clothes up and then we're gonna go out to town. It's absolutely rammed. Why did I think this was a good idea? I should have come earlier instead of like Saturday lunchtime. Okay, I've got what I need to get. Yeah, let's get me out of here right now because it's so busy. Okay, walking back home. I've decided I'm not going to go to the library and to collect my book. My thought process behind that is I have a week to collect it, and then once I've collected it, my like month's reservation period starts. I've got 2 books on the go at the moment, so I don't want to like collect my new book because then it will only give me like another month to finish.
The sign of humanity. What are you going to be? a transhuman AI human fusion.
These
Because the
people protesting
mRNA
about?
altering your DNA. That's the truth.
All right,
Breaking
DNA has
it.
been altered. This next book, after my current book that I'm reading, my next book is like a massive fantasy book, so I need like plenty of time to get that finished before I then move on to my next book. So if I leave it as long as possible before collecting my library book, then that means that I'll have more time to read it. Hello, welcome back to the vlog. You joined me from the bedroom floor. Haul time. This all came to £42. So I have about £170 this month for my fun budget. So that's like, what, a third of it pretty much gone on like essentials. I mean, because obviously my advice that I give is to not buy anything non-essential until at least 2 weeks after payday, because then the dopamine hit of payday has like worn off by, you know, 2 weeks after payday essentially. I would class these as like essentials. It is all stuff that I have actually ran out of. Eyebrow gel, that is the first thing. Again, I also ran out of moisturiser. The one that I was using before was an Inkilist one and it was really, really good. So I went into Boots and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get it again. But it was £20 and I was just a bit like, ugh. I went on Natalie O'Neill's blog and she recommended this one and it was £10, I remember now. Yeah, it was like £9.99. So yeah, half the price. I also got some more setting spray. I just got the same hair dye that I normally use, which is this one, because like I said, I am naturally mousy brown, but I dye my hair like dark auburn, dark ginger basically. Okay, welcome to the sofa. This is the current book of choice. I love it so far. I'm on page 64. It's just like such a nice, easy read, like, but it's got a bit of juice to it and it's just fun. So 10 out of 10 recommend. Well, even though I'm only on page 64, but I already love it. So I've also got a peppermint tea. I love peppermint tea. So let's actually get some pages in. I am currently cooking dinner. I'm having a very sad girl dinner of scrambled eggs. Is it weird to put scrambled eggs in the microwave? I don't know. I am just settling down. I'm just gonna watch a bit of TV and try and get an early night to get up. Okay, I've got this leftover rocket salad, so I'm gonna add that on there just to bulk it out and add a bit more like colour and nutrients. We are definitely a cook from scratch household, so I'm just gonna add some salt and pepper to that. So yes, there is dinner. Some scrambled eggs on sourdough with some butter and a plate of leaves and tomato, obviously. Good evening, welcome back to the post-dinner segment of the vlog. Yeah, I'm wearing no makeup today, so it should be quite an easy skin cleanse. I'm just using this one. Actually had a really nice dinner and we watched Jimmy Carr on the Trigonometry podcast, and yeah, like I literally did not know that Jimmy Carr, the comedian, was this philosopher basically, and he was so interesting to listen to. Like, I really recommend it. Yeah, I've never listened to that podcast before either, but I think they have like loads of really interesting guests on, and the guys that present it are really funny as well. So I would really recommend listening to that episode, because he was saying so many interesting things about like how he would fix the world and like the importance of togetherness, and yeah, just loads of stuff. Try to enter flow state with my red light mask and yeah, get some pages in basically. Again, huge thank you to anybody who has recently subscribed, like discovered my channel. It literally means a lot. Like, I can't believe I actually feel like getting 1,000 subscribers could be in reach now, which is just insane, because I was literally like, yeah, no one's gonna watch these videos. Yeah, if this could just be a nice little corner of the internet, then that would be great. So I hope you all have a lovely week and I'll see you in another video.